question about yesterday material, guys?
I miss.
Okay, Mas.
Before excuse me for you, as you explained earlier in this economic growth, we use money as a trade transaction in the economy. But as we all know, the barter system was used for this transaction before money was created, as the economic grew and developed. And my question, why is the barter system no longer used?
Okay, thank you, Mas. That's a good question because your question concerns about material for today, so I will explain it. Barter system. Before it, can you open the book page of 23, guys? Okay, the topic is a barter system. What is bartering? Barter is a trading system in which there is an activities of exchanging goods without involving money as means of transaction. The barter system was originally used before there was currency, and the system was first implemented by Mesopotamian trade in 900 AD. Not only goods, barter system can also carry out by exchanging service as long as it can be considered as medium of exchange. Something that can be exchanged must be acceptable and acceptable to recipient, but in terms of the function and form. Next is example of barter. In history, right in early 1913, the University of Oxford and Harvard University used the barter system on the ground that the time the medium of exchange was in a short supply. Any student wishing to enter of Oxford University and Harvard University must pay their tuition fee and variety of way, such as brochures and livestock. But in the modern era, although the barter system is not often seen at the past, but today the barter system can still be found in around our surrounding environment. The current trade system is also rooted in barter system in which the buyer and seller must exchange their goods. For example, the current barter system is when Amar wants to buy Sanis to sell shoes, but Amar doesn't have enough money to pay it. So he offers his favorite backpack to be used as a medium of exchange. But Sandy accepts it because Sandy also like Amar's backpack. That's an example in this modern era. Okay, for the next is types of barter. There are three types of a barter system that can still valid on today. Namely, the first is direct. Barter direct allow both parties between the giver and the recipient to exchange goods directly. The second is barter transfer. Barter transfer is a moment when a country receives goods resulting from the barter activities, but the country receiving the result of barter cannot take advantage of resulting of bartering properly. And finally, the result of barter are transferred to other countries that can take advantage of them. And then the last is purchase. Bartering counter purchase bartering requires cooperation when you want to buy goods or service that are currently needed. Okay, maybe that's all. For me, any questions so far?
Yes, I miss.
Okay, Adi.
As you have just explained to us about the barter system implemented by the Mesopotamian tribe around 600 AD, and that barter not only for goods, right? You said the barter can also be right or the exchange service as long as it can be considered as a medium of exchange. Can you give the example of that?
Okay, the question is example of a bartering system because now exchanging service as long as considered as a medium of exchange. Okay, Ardi, that is a good question. Before that, I want to ask both of you, have you any question about Ardi's question, guys?
Yes, I miss.
Okay, Sophie.
Okay, for my opinion, previously it was explained if the barter system doesn't allow only exchange goods, but can also be carried out between service and goods. As valid. For example, I have advantages for repairing broken shoes. Besides, you have more breed for it. Someday your shoes was broken, and you ask my help for repairing your shoes, and ask your breed for me. If you and me agree for that, so that the example butter system.
Okay, Sophie, thank you. Literally, your answer 100% true. Okay, Adi, do you have understand about Sophie's agreement?
Yes, understand. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, because the question answered by Sophie, maybe any question so far, guys?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay,
There are three types of butter that are still found today, right? The one is purchase. Can you please explain more about purchase because I'm not sure I understand what it means.
The example of purchase, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bartering, counter purchase bartering requires cooperation when you want to buy a goods or service that accuracy needed. And for example, a country that sells some product to other country is required also to buy the country's product, or a society is export with import activities. And this counter purchase system is also known as a counter purchase frame system agreement. The quality system is usually carried out with the aim maintained if a country balance of term. Maybe that's all. How about you, Adele?
Oh, okay. Means the conclusion is purchase is a payment method for goods that requires foreign suppliers to purchase and market certain goods as a payment for all or part of the value of goods from foreign suppliers, right?
That's right, Adele.